Friends, we're going to start this again. Facebook hasn't been wanting to play kind with me this evening. And it's doing the same thing it was a few minutes ago, saying I have a low connection and that it's recording for me, which is strange-ish. Strange-ish. So I have no idea if I have people on here live. If so, if you'll give me a holler, a hey, and leave a comment, that would be awesome sauce. Trying to decide what to do here. Okay, I see one person on the live. I see two. I see Eileen. Okay, maybe it's gonna even out here. Strange. Nope, it keeps saying low network connection. Okay, well, as you come on, if you guys, well, I see you. All right, I see you. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Lonnie. We're gonna go for it. Okay, so, am I too loud for you? Do you want me to go downstairs?
No.
Are you sure? No. Okay. We're gonna talk about 3 things every business owner should be doing on their social media right now. As all of you know, my Inner Circle closes tonight, midnight CST. So in my group coaching, all I'm doing is teaching people how to explode their social media so that they have more people to sell to. That's the bottom line. I'd also just like to take a moment of silence for my very, I'm giving like a throwback to Coolio with my hair. Everybody know who Coolio is? If you remember when we took the little trip, our cruise this summer, I put a picture of Coolio's hair and my hair next to each other, and we look strangely alike. And now my Facebook Live is working perfect. I've got 200 of you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so listen. Gangster's Paradise, is that Coolio? Coolio, yeah. Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. I love it. Thank you for reminding me how much I love rap music. Would you like to say hello? And Coolio. Okay, friends, here's the deal. The dealio, since we're talking about Coolio. Okay, so I've had several people join my Inner Circle who are a little bit shocked about some of what I want them to do to become really disciplined on social media, okay? For example, one woman today was like, Jennifer, you're telling people to post 4 times a day on Facebook, and she hadn't posted in months. And I'm like, okay, so I understand it's gonna be a difficult jump for you to go from 0 a day to 4 a day overnight, but we're gonna start out with at least daily, and then we're gonna up to at least 2 times a day, and then we're gonna go to 4 times a day. So the first thing that I want, wait, what's happened to the video? Samantha, what's it doing? Because it's weird on this end too. It's weird. It keeps saying low connection, and then this word recording comes on at the top. It's strange. What's wrong, honey? Yeah, you can say hi real quick. Ava's doing algebra, and then you gotta let mom talk about social media.
Algebra's not until a higher grade.
Oh, you're not doing algebra? You're just doing long multiplication? Everybody say hi to Ava Baby, and Ava Baby's getting ready for bed. And if that pencil writes on mom's white comforter, I'm not gonna be happy, but I love you. But I love you. Okay, here's the deal with Facebook. I had one other woman who joined my Inner Circle today, and she said she posted 4 times today and she lost some followers. And this is what I said to her. Facebook is looking for consistency on social media. So if you have not posted in 2 months and then you do a post, Facebook's algorithm, which just imagine like a bunch of like nerdy little aliens sitting behind a computer system just looking at numbers all day long. That's not it, but that's just a good visual, okay, in terms of the algorithm. So Facebook's algorithm basically is scanning to see if you're a business page, are you showing up consistently? Are you actually doing business? Are people engaging with your page? And that's how they determine like if they're going to push your page out into the feed for people to actually see it, okay? So that's what Facebook's algorithm wants. So when you have not posted in months and then suddenly you post, first of all, very few people are gonna see it. Also, some people may unfollow your page because they haven't seen you in months and months and months. Now you're back up in front of them and you just may not be their cup of tea anymore. Listen, one of the sayings I use in all the time in my Inner Circle is this. People will say, Jen, why do people unfollow my page? And I'm like, girl, listen to me. People will unfollow you when you're just not a good fit for them, and you cannot take it personally because you could be the juiciest peach in the whole wide world, and there are still going to be people that don't like peaches. It is what it is. And if it really bothers you for people to unfollow your page, you're focusing on the wrong things, because every time you post something that repels a group of people, you're making space, you're creating space, and you're putting enough out in the world that you're also going to attract the right people to your business. I mean that with everything in me. So don't watch your follows, but the number one rule, if you're wanting to explode your social media, is to be posting regularly every day. Yes, I say 4 times a day. 4 times a day. And so I know that, oh, it's so weird. It says I've only been live for 5 minutes and we have 400 people and a low connection is unavailable. I don't know what's happening. So 4 times a day if you have a business. And listen, I bet we've got 400 emails today, 400 DMs and emails of people saying, I have a home staging business. Does this work for me? And I'm like, well, do you need social media for your business? If so, then yes. I have a horse training business. Will your inner circle work for me? And I'm like, well, do you need more clients? Because I teach you how to get clients because of your social media followers. Thank you guys for sharing this so much. And Brittany, I'm in bed and I have no hand lotion. I have hormones for menopause. So I might be taking that in lieu of hand lotion, just straight up like estrogen, testosterone, all the things. All you young sweet peas, you'll know one of these days because #menopause. So consistency on Facebook is key. That's number 1 for any business owner. And so if you think that there's some miracle way of getting clients from social media without the regular consistent posting, you're so wrong. That's not how social media works. So Facebook needs you to be consistent. Your followers need you to be consistent, and you will get into the habit of consistency. You're going to not like me at first. That's okay. That's okay. I'm totally okay with that, because when your business explodes and you're like, dang, Jennifer, I wish I'd listened to you earlier. I'm going to be like, that's all right, girl. Give me some knuckles. You've exploded now. Look at you go. Okay. So number 2 thing, somebody write this down. That if you want your social media to be exploding, your Facebook page to be exploding, you have got to be doing Facebook Lives. You have to do this. You have to do this. Listen, Mark Zuckerberg, owner of Facebook, smarty, has said, quote, and I quote, that he would like your cell phone, your cellular device, to be like a television in your pocket. He wants you to never have to leave your phone. He wants you to get your news there, your weather there. He wants you to get all the things there. In fact, we were just talking at church the other day. Pastor Jonathan O'Reilly, who's a dear friend of ours, was preaching, and he was saying that the cell phone has eliminated, I think he said, the need for 41 devices in the modern world. So let's think about all these. Help me, you guys. It's alleviated the need for you to have a compass, for you to have a calculator, for you to have an answering machine. It's alleviated, hang on just a second. It's alleviated the need for you to have, what else? A camera, a calculator, a compass, what else? Answering machine. I'm still thinking. Give me a second. Hey, baby. Jace. What else? It's alleviated 41 things. 41 things that if I had my phone here, I could look at it, but I'm talking to my phone, so I can't. And so we no longer have the need for all these devices. So Mark's getting what he wants in that you've got a TV. Here, we no longer have to have a television. We no longer have to have a DVR. All the things are just here in your pocket. He has said if you will go live on Facebook, you will get 6 times the reach on those posts, okay? So basically, he's given you the keys to the kingdom. He's like, girlfriend, if you'll just go live on Facebook, we'll give you all the love. We'll give you the fairy dust, like Rachel Miller calls it. We'll give you that if you'll go live. But you have to be the one that actually goes live. Right, you can do a level, you can do a radio. Thank you guys for thinking of me. The reason I never go live this time of night is because I'm like a zombie this time of night. I'm ready for bed. I have 0 words left at the end of the day. So thank you. Amy says, oh, geez, you're going to do a live soon. So for those of you, I'm going to give you a couple more tips here when it comes to a Facebook Live. If you're like, Jennifer, I can't go live. I hate the sound of my voice. I hate how I look on social media. Okay, first of all, I look like Coolio, and I have the voice of a 12-year-old boy. All right? And so if it's going to put money in your pocket, who cares? Number 1, get over yourself. Number 2, okay? Number 3, you got a family to feed. Get on Facebook Live. Here's what you can do. You could turn your camera the other way, and so you don't actually have to be showing your face. You can just be talking. And so I think sometimes entrepreneurs are they make this Facebook Live into this huge thing. And they're like, I'm going to do it next week. And then next week, they're like, I'm going to do it next week. And then next week, they're like, I'm going to get to it. Listen, do it tonight. Come on. I will double dog dare some of you entrepreneurs to stink and go live yet tonight, because the first time is the hardest. And after that, it's easy breezy mac and cheesy. I promise you. On occasion, do I still get a little bit of on occasion, but very rarely. Why? Because I've practiced. I have done it over and over. I've done the thing over and over and over that was causing me anxiety. So for those of you who are like, I don't want to do a Facebook Live, I'm like, well, I can't help you, babe. Facebook has said, do Facebook Lives. They'll put you in front of 6 times more people. Who wants 6 times more eyeballs on their stuff? Me. I want 6 times. Give me 6. Give me 6, okay? So when it comes to Facebook Lives, you have to do 2 a week, and they have to be at least 15 minutes long. Somebody repeat that after me, okay? At least 15 minutes long, and they have to be twice a week. Okay, third tip for you. Every business owner needs to be doing this. And this is just a really mild teaching, a little like introduction to my inner circle. You guys know we're only open until midnight. Baby, what time is it? 9:30. So 2.5 hours you have to get in my coaching group. So I love Facebook. I'm always going to tell you, be on Facebook. If people are telling you that people are leaving Facebook, don't believe them. Ain't nobody leaving Facebook, all right? Facebook is the giant. It's going to be the giant. So you got to be on Facebook. But you have to be on something else, because wisdom is scattering your eggs amongst the baskets. You never want to have all your eggs in any one social media basket. What if you lose your Facebook page? What if you get locked out on accident? What if you get hacked? What if Facebook decides to charge for something? I mean, they're not going to do that, but you just never know. You don't own your Facebook page. So it has to be Facebook and Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest, Facebook and Instagram. I don't care which one it is, you decide. And this is how I tell people on how to decide. And I'm going to answer so many of these questions for you in just a few minutes. And thank you, Holly, for just joining my inner circle. I'm so, so glad. Okay, so if you were to go to the dentist, where sometimes I feel like I live because I tend to get cavities. Mr. Magic calls me yuck mouth, don't you, darling?
I do.
He does call me yuck mouth. Isn't that rude? Totally rude. He's lucky I love him. And so if you were to go to the dentist, and you're just sitting at the dentist office and Facebook is down, what is the next social media that you would play on? Would it be Snapchat, Twitter? Would it be Instagram? Would it be Periscope? I don't know that anybody still does Periscope. Where would you play at? Pinterest. And that's the second account that you need to have for social media. I would love to know. Thank you for sharing, Alyssa. And thank you, Pamela, for joining. Chastity or Cassidy?
On MySpace for a while.
Oh, Jason says nobody's reached out to him on MySpace for a while. You're a mess, Allwood. What are you drinking?
Doritos.
Okay, come here.
It was in the refrigerator downstairs.
Come here and show
I got a plethora of Doritos.
Come here and show my people the mess that you are. Let's look at my husband. Which way are you going? Look at him. Look at him. Look at what he's bringing to bed.
See, look.
You got to come where they can
This
see
is in
you.
Spanish.
He's bringing soda to the bedroom.
Doritos.
This is pillow talk.
You know what this is? You know what this really is?
Would you get down here where they can see your
Look,
head?
it's really fruit punch. There, that's on both sides.
You're going to wake the baby. Okay, so, all right.
I found the fridge downstairs.
He found it in the fridge downstairs. Okay, so which social media would you play on? Oh, Cassidy says she loves Doritos. I can't even say it. You should see him like swigging it like a Hurritos. Hurritos.
Give her a whirl.
Okay, I'm a little scared.
Fruit
I'm
punch.
drinking on social media. Okay,
Fruit punch. Not
that's
horrible.
terrible.
100% sugar.
It's Kool-Aid.
100% sugar.
You're drinking red Kool-Aid in bed?
Oh, it's no caffeine though.
Okay. Well, it's also not good. So, okay. So Karen would be on Pinterest. Janet would be on Instagram. Janet, I love that you'd be on Instagram because that's what we're going to talk about next. So you got to do Facebook +1. So you decide on your +1. Here's why I tell you that you decide. Because if I tell you, statistically speaking, you should be on Instagram, but you hate Instagram and you don't get it, but you love Pinterest, I mean, you're going to naturally gravitate and be good at the things that you actually enjoy. So don't try shoving a round peg into a square hole. If you hate Twitter, stay off Twitter. I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter. So, what is your son saying, Georgia? Your son makes fun of you saying, is that the famous Jennifer Allwood? Too funny. Yeah, that is funny. Tell him I said hello. So, okay, this is going to be the next biggest tip for you guys, okay? And I want you to write this down. Inside of my inner circle, as soon as you join, you have access to, I think there's 20 trainings right off the bat, okay? Facebook 101, Instagram 101, Pinterest 101. We talk about Etsy. We talk about mini chat. We talk about all the things. And we've got 2 bonuses for people who still sign up before the end of the night. So I talk about this in one of my trainings. The best thing you can be doing on social media right now in terms of Instagram is 1, Instagram stories every day. You're not skipping a day. You're going every day. Why are you going every day? Because people will get used to looking on your Instagram stories, and you will get so many more views on your stories than what you will on your feed. It's a behind the scenes look at your life and your business, and it's a way to build relationship like nothing else. Okay, so here's the big tip though. Here is the big tip, okay? Hopefully you guys know that on the Instagrams, there is a way for people to direct message you, okay? So they can hit message and it shows up in your DM. So when you log into Instagram, look up at the top in the corner and there's an arrow. There's an arrow. And yes, I'm wearing a weird wedding ring because somebody decided, can I tell them?
No.
To upgrade
No.
my wedding ring. So thank you, baby. We turned it in yesterday and I'm super excited. So this is like a weird little stack that I've got going. And so Instagram stories, amazing. But when you turn on your Instagram, look at this little arrow up in the corner and it's like sideways. Instagram kind of hides it. In all fairness to you, it's kind of hard to see. And when you click on that, you're going to see DMs from people. You will blow your clients' minds if when you see a DM from them and they're like, hey girl, love that wreath that you have for sale. How much is it? Instead of you just typing a little thing back to them, you hit video and you've got 15 seconds to win that sale. Hey girl, that wreath is $95. I can have it shipped to you by next week. Just comment below, leave me your address and I'll tell you where to go pay for it. And we're gonna go from there. And do you like the colors or do you wanna switch that? Okay, awesome, see you later. When that video shows up in their DMs, you have made a fan for life because you literally took some time out of your day as a business owner to build relationship with somebody. And this is the best thing you can do on the Instagram. Please tell me, those of you who are on Instagram, if I'm not telling the truth, because I'm telling the truth. This is the truth. Instagram stories. Tammy looks for my Instagram stories every day. Thank you, Tammy. But the DMs on Instagram, they are gold for a business owner. Will you listen to me? They are gold. So I was telling the people in my inner circle yesterday because we already had one live call. So you did miss that, but don't miss the next one, okay? And I'll tell you about the 2 bonuses for those of you who are still going to sign up before midnight in just a second here. But I was telling them, I have over 500,000 social media fans. This is why I'm able to teach you about social media, because I have built my fans one by one by one by one. I haven't bought them. Have I done Facebook ads? Absolutely. And we have a whole Facebook ads training in the group. But the majority of my following has been built very organically with people sharing content, people tagging their friends, you guys sharing like this video or tagging your friend Susie or whatever, okay? So it's all been organic. And what I said to the inner circle yesterday is I still take at least 30 minutes every day to return the DMs that I get on Instagram and do little video chats back to them. Why? Because if I'm ever so big for my britches that I don't have 30 minutes in a day to respond back to the people who are paying my mortgage, like somebody just needs to take the whole thing away from me. Literally. So those of you business owners who are like, I don't have time to be responding to DMs, you best make time. Because you can turn a follower or a fan into a client like that if you will just invest some time into the relationship. They invest in you by watching your stories every day, by commenting on your posts, by showing up on your Facebook Lives. The least you can do is respond to them when they DM you. That's my spiel. That's my soapbox for tonight. So we do have 2 bonuses that we added for people that join my inner circle before midnight CST. I'm not sure where that bad glare is coming from. One of them is a training that I just did on perfect pricing. When I say I just did it, we had a bunch of people asking in my inner circle yesterday about pricing. And it was on my agenda to get it refilmed anyway, because I did a whole $77 webinar on pricing a few years ago. I wish you could see me right now. Can you see me, Allwood? I'm sitting like with my feet together like this, holding up a tripod that has my phone on it. And so if I just wiggle my feet, it wiggles the camera. I'm amusing myself. Okay, it's late. All right, so here was the questions we were getting in the inner circle, and then I'm going to take all your questions, okay? Ooh, Brittany says it was awesome. She has 2 pages full of notes. I'm so glad. And Kim Schenkel, you best join before midnight, honey. So here's what I talked about on my pricing webinar today that's in the inner circle. As soon as you join tonight, you can have access to it. It was this. So many entrepreneurs are working for free for friends and family. And I literally give you the words to say, the words to text, the words to respond to people who ask you to work for free. So your sister-in-law who wants you to paint something, your mother who's been used to you painting things, your BFF who's like, will you make me this, or will you sew me that, or can you grab me some earrings? I've got the response so that stops. And it's a really nice response. And they're going to think you're a sweet pea, but they're going to see that you got a boundary now, babe. You're actually a legit business and you no longer work for free. Okay, so we talk about that on the video. And then I talk about how to know when it's time to raise your rates. And I have 2 key ways of knowing when it's time to up your prices. It's all in the webinar. And then the third thing we talk about is how much should you be watching what your competitors are doing for pricing? And I have some pretty strong opinions on that as well. So that's one bonus that you get if you still sign up before midnight. The other bonus is from Damon Oates at Deco Exchange. How many people know Damon Oates? Damon is, he's scary smart. Like, he's just really good with the techie part of it. Damon is running a 7-figure wreath empire. He started in my coaching group a year and a half ago. He was working full-time at, wasn't Damon like, he wasn't a scientist, but what did he do? Something smart, a chemist? Something like brainiac, right? So his brain works both creatively and very strategically. So Damon's been in my coaching group for a long time. He's also in my mastermind. He's become a friend, and he offered to give those of you who are joining my inner circle right now a mini chat welcome sequence. How many of you know what mini chat is? So mini chat's the way that you can communicate with people via Facebook Messenger. And he is our resident expert in mini chat. People ask him mini chat questions in there all the time. Damon is really gracious to share his mini chat knowledge with people. And so he wrote up like a whole welcome sequence that you can have for free. It will be in the group next week. So there is that. All right, so I'm going to put real quickly, or would somebody put the link for creatorsinnercircle.com in here? Can I do that and pin this? And then I'm going to answer questions for you. I already saw somebody say, how much is it a month? It is $47 a month. Wait, I can't even comment on my own Facebook Live. You're weird, Facebook. Hang on. Creators. Also, this time of night, I go blind. Don't I, honey? It's like my eyes get really tired. And, okay. Put on my cheaters. They're scary. Do you guys want to see the really sexy glasses I wear before bed?
They're no scarier than those you got on right now.
They're much scarier than these.
Sally Jessica Raphael.
I do not look like Sally Jesse Raphael. Do I look like Sally Jesse Raphael? It's bedtime. I've got my makeup off, for goodness sakes. Okay. So my friend Samantha gave me these glasses 3 years ago, I think. And she was like, honey, you're going to need readers eventually. And I'm like, I'm not going to need readers. I mean, my thighs may have expanded in the last decade, but my eyes are still good. Nope. These are the only thing that are helping me right now. And Erica, Facebook is jacked up right now. Okay. So $47 a month, and you can quit at any time. Listen, here's what people have asked. Can we get out at any time? You can get out at any time. But we have people that have been there for 3.5 years, and they keep showing up month after month because the content is that good. The community is that good. The group that I have created is a tight group of people who are all for one another and as sharers of information. So please don't come in and be thinking already about how you can get out, okay? That is like, it's like totally like defeating the purpose. It's like starting a diet, but thinking how soon you can have a cheat meal. Is that a good instance, honey?
That's good.
Okay. The picket fence says, what's the difference between my inner circle and my creator's roadmap? Well, the price, number one. So the price on this monthly group is $47. The price on my creator's roadmap is $1,000, and it's a 6-week course. So totally different. This is how to, I know I need to restart. What the heck is the problem? This is how to grow a huge audience. And my creator's roadmap is how to monetize the audience that you've built. Kim Schenkel says you can sign up for a year with me and it's cheaper. It is. You get 2 months free if you sign up for a year. Yup. What other questions? Revolution Design said her husband says I do look like Sally Jesse Raphael. I'm so sorry that the video is janky. I don't understand what's been happening on Facebook today, but I still think Facebook is the best thing since sliced bread, so there's that. Okay, what other questions? can I answer for you? Jill says you've never heard of mini chat. So Jill, you've probably experienced mini chat though. Have you ever had somebody show up in your DMs on Facebook and they're like, hey, I'm getting ready to go, or have you ever been on somebody's Facebook Live and they're like, do you want to know the next time I go live? If so, comment yes below. And then the next time they're going to go live, you get a Facebook DM. That's mini chat. That is how people do that with the mini chatness. So, thinking of signing up. Says Crystal Murray, should I do it even though you're in direct sales right now? Absolutely. But Crystal, listen, I love all you direct salespeople, and I've got a bunch of you who are in my inner circle. But I'm always, always, always going to encourage you to not only represent the direct sales company that you are passionate about, but to brand yourself. How many of you are direct sales people on here? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So often you will get really passionate about the lip scents, the makeup, the skincare products, the leggings, the eyelash stuff, the whatever, right? And so you'll go so far all in with that thing. And then listen, what happens if they ever change the rules? What happens if they ever go under? Let's think about Amway, okay? Amway, what happened to Amway, baby?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
He don't know. Does anybody know what happened to Amway? So all those people who were all in with Amway, just one day, no more Amway. I mean, you can't put all of your eggs into anybody else's basket. Listen,
Happened.
Amazon Prime happened. That's exactly what happened. The thing with being an entrepreneur is that if you are only promoting an MLM, or you're doing direct sales, if that's the only thing you're doing, you're essentially working for somebody other than yourself again, because they have rules. They're telling you what to say. But what I want to teach you is to promote yourself, to brand yourself, to be the face behind your brand. And you happen to like these leggings, and you happen to sell this lipstick, or you happen to sell this product, or whatever, so that it's not just you putting all of your stuff, all of your eggs again into somebody else's basket, because that leaves you exceptionally vulnerable. And I don't like my business owners to be vulnerable. I like you to have a plan, and I want you to always bet on yourself. At the end of the day, you have no idea what's going to happen to that MLM or that company that you're working for, so you bet on you, okay? You bet on you. Okay, Jill is doing both. She's doing creative and direct sales. Love it. Figuring out how to combine them on Facebook. Jill, are you in my inner circle? Because we talk in there about branding yourself. And when you brand yourself, you're able to do more than one thing and it not look sideways. I know, I'm sorry, Melissa. I apologize. Jennifer says she's only doing affiliate marketing. That's interesting. So Jennifer, I'm glad you're doing affiliate marketing, but I would like you to add at least 2 more revenue streams to that. 2 more revenue streams. Let me give you a good example why. If you're an affiliate for Amazon, for instance, they changed the percentage that they were paying people. Was it 6 months ago, probably? Maybe even 9 months ago. I don't know. Time flies. But they changed it and they dropped a lot of the percentages. And so many people who were doing just amazing with Amazon affiliate links suddenly took a nosedive. So don't ever just have one revenue stream either. It leaves you vulnerable. And I don't want you to be vulnerable. I want you to be powerful. Okay. Yep, Cassidy's got me down. Cassidy must be in my group. You do your own brand because people will buy from people they know, like, and trust. That's right. Calissa Kennedy says it's too expensive. So you're talking about my group at $47 a month? Calissa, here's the irrational logic behind that. When people say things like your group is too expensive, they're imagining in their mind $47 going out, but they aren't understanding that $47 is to teach you ways to bring money back in. Like, you're not just throwing it into a slot machine. You're not just throwing that down the gutter. It's not just $47 to waste. Honey, for $47, you have got access to so many training sessions that you have no excuse not to explode your business, not to grow your business, not to understand what you're doing on Facebook and Instagram, and to be getting sales out of that training. So it is not too expensive. It is way underpriced. It's way undervalued for the amount of content you're getting. That's why we're going to raise the prices when we do open it up again. So I get passionate about that because I hate that thinking of that it's just money going down the drain. Number one, if you understand how business works, you know that this is a tax write-off. Check with your accountant because I'm not one. But it is continuing education and it is a tax write-off. It is a business expense. So again, it's not $47 out the drain. It's $47 to change your future. To change your business. You will spend $47, most of you, ordering pizza and Diet Dr. Pepper this weekend. Or taking the kids to a movie. So there was one woman on Instagram who she got me right here. She got me right here because she said she has given up eating out all week so she could afford my inner circle. Nanette Bell says, when are the sessions? So Nanette, when you join, like tonight, before midnight, because then it's closed till after the first of the year, you have access to 20 plus trainings tonight. Like that. Including that perfect pricing one that I was telling you about. But then the trainings that we do live, the live calls, or the opportunity to get on the phone with me, or the trainings that I give you come every single week on Wednesday. You never have to be there live. Everything is recorded. So in other words, you have access to those trainings to watch them whenever you want. So if you join tonight and you're like, but I'm going to spend the next month in France and I'm going to have no time for business. Come binge watch when you come back after you're in France. You have access to them at any time. You don't have to be any certain place at any certain time, other than if you want to get on a live phone call with me, like what we did in the group yesterday. And those are always on the last Wednesday of the month. Emily says her pizza bill tonight was $47. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Kim Schneed says she just joined. And there's so much amazing info oozing at me that you need to take the time this weekend, and then I can't see the rest of it, but thank you. And Kristen says, you can't pry yourself away from my trainings. Good stuff. Thank you. Amber Strong says her Subway tonight was darn near $40. I'm so glad. I am so glad to hear you. And Jamie says her Subway bill was $57 for 6 people. This is the truth, y'all. This is the truth. It comes down to a matter of what you're willing to do, to sacrifice. Are you so convinced and so sold out on the notion that I am going to figure this business thing out? I am going to make this successful. I will do what it takes to learn the things that I need to know to make this thing a go. Because when you become really sold out on that notion, then the $47, it doesn't even matter to you. I will tell you another piece of the puzzle that you can't put a dollar amount on, okay? So at this point, we've got a couple thousand people in my inner circle. It has exploded in the last year, and I'm so grateful, okay? And so inside of that group, we have so many different industries, and so many people have developed relationships, collaborations, are meeting up in real life, are having each other on their Facebook Lives. They're promoting their business. They're promoting their business. We have people that do like social media management, VA work. They're in my group. They get work from other people in the group. Like, stop having the closed-mindedness of just $47 going out the window. You are walking into an online space with 2,300 entrepreneurs who are going to help you get answers to things that you need quickly, who are going to share their secrets, who are going to share their people with you. I mean, you can't put a dollar amount on that. You can't put a dollar amount on relationship. Come on. Laura, if you're not in business yet, you'll be totally overwhelmed in there. I'm going to tell you the truth. I love you. But I don't want to just take your money. You need to get my starter pack. If you go to jenniferallwood.com/starter pack, it will help you get a business started, because it's really for people who already have a business going. They already have the idea. They already are, making a couple of dollars. They already are doing a thing. They just need to launch it like crazy. They just need to supersize it. They just need to 10 times it. They just need to explode. That's the people that I'm looking for. Ashley says, I just joined, and all of the small changes you've made with my guidance has resulted in $100 already, and you just joined this week. Ashley, right here, girl. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Susie Brown says she's made great business friends in my group. I am so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Maria says, should we remove our personal Facebook page and only have a business page? Okay, because I'm an old lady and I've birthed 3 9-pound children, I have to shift my hip position because kids. Okay, there we go. I was sitting crisscross applesauce and could no longer do that. Okay, so Maria says, should you remove your personal Facebook page? You actually can't, Maria. If you would like to, or if you want to continue having a Facebook business page, you have to keep a personal profile. It's the only way that you can like manage your business page. Does that make sense? So definitely do not get rid of your personal Facebook. Now, with that being said, quit doing business on your personal Facebook. Facebook doesn't want you to. They have said, use your personal for personal. So put your cat pictures, your baby pictures there, and use your business for business. On occasion, I will put some things on my business page, and every once in a while, I'll share it to my personal profile, but not very often. Most people make this weird mistake. First of all, they get upset when their friends and family don't follow their business page. And it has a tendency to really upset some entrepreneurs, and they go a little sideways off of that. We talk about this in my inner circle too, about how your friends and family usually are not your ideal clients. And if you've been doing a ton of business on your personal profile and you've been talking about your vitamins, your exercise program, your makeup, your whatever, I guarantee you your friends and family, there are people that are already hiding your posts. They're not going to unfriend you because they don't want you to know, but they're hiding your stuff because they don't want to see it. They're friends with you because they're friends with you. They don't want to know about what you're selling. What's wrong, baby?
Is it tax deductible?
Is my coaching tax deductible? Yes. As far as I know, it's tax deductible. I told everybody to check with their own accountant because I am not an accountant. I just play one on Facebook. But that was a really good question. I think that was Melissa that asked that. Yep, Jennifer's got it. She said, you don't want your friends and family on your business page. They aren't your clients. They are not. And yes, Amber Strong, you know that I'm a truth teller. I'm going to tell it to you like it is. Chrissy says she has a question. Chrissy Huff, what's up, girl? Can you sign in and start with the beginning? Okay, let's see. I saw some other questions here. Debbie joined tonight. It's excited to learn. Thank you for your honesty. You're welcome, Laura. If I'm nothing at all, I'm honest.
You're something.
I'm something, all right. You're over there drinking strawberry soda in bed.
Hey, just so you know, this is coffee.
Oh, your coffee did smell really good. Do you have creamer in it, don't you? You know I take it black?
I do.
Oh, that's too sweet. Blah, that's like syrup. Erica, how often do you do critiques on people's Facebook pages, Etsy, and Instagram? I never do it on your Etsy because I am not, boy, I just look like a train wreck. Because I'm not an Etsy lover. Etsy is not your own either. Remember that. I did a whole podcast on why you can do Etsy, but you have to do Etsy in a website. You have to do Etsy because Etsy has its own rules and it has its own algorithm and it has its own challenges. Your website is the only thing on the face of the interwebs that you actually own. So you have to focus on a website. But every month, Erica, once a month, I have people submit their Facebook pages, their Instagrams, their websites, and I critique them online. So thank you for asking. What else? Amy Ball says, I'm seriously sitting in the bathtub watching this. TMI, can't stop watching, obsessed. Amy, it's all good. You are in good company here. Holly Greiner. Holly, you messaged me on Instagram. She literally didn't have the money in her business account until today when she sold a holiday garland. She messaged me on Instagram and was able to join. And I'm so, so glad. Hi, Korea Cruz. Thank you for being a first-time viewer. I appreciate you. Deborah says, you just joined. Now, where do you go? So as soon as you join, you get an email from us. If you don't get an email, check your spam because hashtag technology. But you should get an email that says, hey, Deb, so glad you're here. Here's a welcome video, and you'll see my face. I'm going to look a little bit better than what I do right now. Also, how does my team talk me into bedtime, in-bed videos? And what are you looking at, Allwood? You know you want to come up here and talk to my people?
I got nothing.
You got nothing to say? All right. And so it'll say, welcome, here's a little training video that will tell you like where to go inside the library. Here's the link to get in the library. Here's your sign on and your password. Go have fun watching 20 videos. And then here's where you go for the schedule inside of the Facebook group. If you didn't get that, Deborah, please just send my team an email to info@jenniferallwood.com and we will take good care of you. My people, I'm telling you, my team is the absolute best. I have 5 women who are just amazing and have been working since 6 a.m. this morning to get hundreds of you guys in, to get you all the information you need. For those of you who can't, find an email or you're not sure what to do, they're just amazing. So a quick shout out for my whole team. Cindy's on here. Cindy Willenhouse is our community manager in the Inner Circle. So Cindy will see all of your questions before anybody else does. Cindy knows all the things. Susie says you love the real life dynamics between me and Mr. Magic. You should have seen the real life dynamics this morning. Right, baby?
It was about 9 o'clock.
We call that a passionate disagreement.
It was at 9 a.m.
Okay. Denise says, is a 10% reach of your followers on Facebook normal? At this point in Facebook, 10% is great. And that's the honest to goodness truth. Gone are the days when 30% of your Facebook following is going to see one of your posts. This hammers home the entire premise of my Inner Circle. Thank you for asking that. You just totally helped. Because if you're only going to get a post in front of about 5% of your audience anymore, that's average. The only way you get more people to see stuff is to get a bigger audience. It's just a matter of numbers. So if you have 1,000 followers and only 5% of those are going to see a post, you're going to have 50 people see something. Now, if you have 10,000 followers and 5%, you're going to have 500. So is that right? Is that bad math? I think it's 500. Yeah, it's 500. Okay. I'm good. What question did I just miss? Jackie, thank you for joining. Chrissy Huff joined my group. Thank you, Chrissy. Calissa, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Rhonda Lynn says, is this for beginners as far as being a business? Lots of art ready to sell, but no idea how to do this. Okay, so Rhonda, do you have a Facebook business page? Because if you don't have a Facebook business page, and I've answered this question probably 100 times today on Instagram, and every time, here's what I've said. I have no desire to get wrong people into my group, because then you're going to end up quitting next month. And I'll have felt like a superstar for 1 month. I'm going to feel like a loser next month. So I only want to get the people that really need to be in there, okay? If you come into the Inner Circle and you do not have a Facebook business page, a business name, or for sure an idea of what you want to sell, you're going to be totally overwhelmed. And here's, come on, y'all, Team Allwood. Thanks, Elsa. Here's the other thing. You're going to get in there. You're going to be like a deer in the headlights. And you're going to start consuming content and you're never going to do the things. So I prefer that you know what you're going to sell and that you at least have a Facebook business page before you get in my group. If you don't, I do have a free starter pack. It's at jenniferallwood.com/starter pack. This will help you narrow down what your business idea is going to be. It'll help show you how to set up your Facebook business page. It'll tell you the questions you need to ask your accountant, how to get your business registered with the state, how to make sure that you're actually legit, so that you are actually seen as a business in the eyes of the IRS. I mean, essentially, that's the truth. So go get that, and then you'll be ready for my Inner Circle. So, okay. Amy Ball says, do you get t-shirts that say I'm in Jen's Inner Circle? So we have had several people ask about merch. Hey, baby, I just said merch like I'm 35 again. Merch is short for merchandise, and I just totally used it in a sentence. I also said janky a few minutes ago, so I'm so hip.
You're old.
I am. And I do have Coolio hair, and I'm getting slap happy. And so, yes, we do not have any merchandise yet, but we're thinking about all the things. Chris Ann says, you just joined my Facebook. Oh, you just joined my Inner Circle after watching Facebook and podcasts for over a year. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Kristen said, when you went live on Facebook a few days ago, you only had 91 views. Kind of crazy. Okay, so listen, Kristen, how many people do you have on your Facebook page, though? Okay, so let's talk about numbers. I have 350,000 followers on here, and I've only got 300 of you watching this live. So it's a numbers game. It also depends on what you name the thing, what time you went live, what the topic of the live was about. Wow. It's so dependent on a number of things. Okay. I feel like there's a new TV show out called A Number of Things. I know that one of the women in my mastermind, Nell, her business is called A Number of Things, but I feel like there's a movie coming out also called A Number of Things. And so Don't let the fact that you had 93 views discourage you. Do another, girl, and do another, and do another, and do another, and you'll keep watching your audience go up. I promise you. Okay, bless you guys. This is the last call for the Inner Circle, okay? So go to creatorsinnercircle.com. We are planning on keeping this closed to the public until after the first of the year. We have not been open since January of last year, so this is the first time in 9 months I've done a public opening. We are also thinking of raising the price from $47 a month to $67. We have a team meeting on that next month, and so if you are wanting to get in now. And know that if you sign up for a year, that you do get 2 months for free. And sometimes I like to suggest the people that, how do I word this with a lot of love? Okay, so for those of you who have a tendency to flake out on yourself, you know who you are. You have a tendency to start a thing and not follow through. You have a tendency to get really excited about things when you start and then you fizzle out. For those of you, doing the yearly commitment is going to be best. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to pay for it all in advance. And it's going to be more likely to keep spurring you into actually doing something with the content any month. I have no desire to get thousands of you in my group and then you consume content, you don't actually do anything. You just watch all my videos, you watch all the training, you don't actually do anything. I want you to actually do the things. That's the only way change comes in your business, by doing the things. And so for those of you who know yourself, the year option, the year commitment might be the very best thing for you. So there's that. All right, guys, I love you. I'm getting ready to go to bed. My team is on standby. For those of you who still join yet tonight, to make sure you get into the Facebook group. Don't forget that we just put that perfect pricing webinar live in the group today. And you'll have Damon's mini chat sequence, because he's such a rock star. Next week, we'll have it in there for you as well. Okay? All right, guys. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.